sake. Harry.
Right.
So, welcome back to
Hello,
Three
Nat.
Kids is Two mini podcast. If you listened last week, you will have heard that Alix promised a story to me that she said was too long for that podcast and we need a new one.
Right.
Now, Alix, probably a month or so ago, said, I've got a story to tell you. But we'd already started talking about the fact we wanted to do this podcast. And she was like, I'm saving it for the podcast. And
Yeah.
I'd forgotten, but now I'm very glad I've remembered.
Okay, so there have been times where we have referred to this event in a
Okay.
group and it's brought laughter.
Okay.
Okay? I'll give you a clue.
I think I know.
Butt plug. Right? Yeah? Okay, so...
Go on. This is where people really get to know Alix, and this will be used on a reel on TikTok. So
you know
how much?
Do you know what's really annoying?
Yeah.
It makes me out to be some sort of sex pervert, and I'm really
And that's
just
not you,
more
it's
of a
your
go with the flow.
husband.
Yeah. I'm really just open to try things
Literally
a couple of
open.
times. Yeah. Oh god, too open.
Baggy fanny, baggy
For
arsehole.
the listeners at home, there was a butt plug incident.
On your
Now,
birthday?
It was my birthday. It was my 30th birthday.
What's that? So a big one.
I feel like that makes it worse.
Yeah, it does.
So that day, Jade and I had
It wasn't me that put the butt plug up there. You make that sound
She
like
was
it was
gone
me.
at that point.
I was not around.
Jade and I had gone to Turtle Bay. We'd had lunch. We'd had cocktails. I'd continued drinking at home.
Excellent.
Hang on. Doing what? That's what happens. Get used to that. And yes, I was quite tipsy. How many children did I have at this point? 2 children.
Two.
God, they seem really out of the way. 3 really is too many, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
So I'd gone to bed. Not to sleep, obviously. It's my birthday after all. And
There's things to be put in
there
places.
was a butt plug, right? It was a silicone number. One of these ones, you all know, that essentially has like a jewel in the end. Which
to
is
make your
like-
asshole look pretty.
Yeah, so that you look glistening and sparkly and lovely.
You've still got to look girly when you've got a butt plug up there.
Can't be too much of a masculine one.
Was it pink?
It was purple.
Okay.
But the trouble is with the silicone is that just bends out the way the jewel falls out. Right. And essentially, the butt plug was used, okay? And I was about to say I woke up. I didn't wake up. We finished the
Session.
session.
Sesh.
And I
Cheeky
thought,
sesh.
where is that butt plug? Where is it? Where's it gone?
Your ass isn't that baggy that it's fallen out.
No, I was thinking, have I shot it out? Looked around? No, couldn't find it. And I started to have a mild bit of panic, but I did mention that we'd been cocktailing it up, so I was quite relaxed actually.
Yeah.
Went downstairs, said to my husband, I don't know where the butt plug is. We can't find it. No, it doesn't appear to be under the covers or anything. So I went downstairs.
Squatted.
And it was really weird how calm I was, considering essentially in order to grab it, I had to be quite forceful, putting a hand somewhere where you wouldn't have thought it would fit. But I think
How
when you
far
get
did it
desperate,
go?
I mean,
Far enough.
far enough that, like, say 2 fingers in, you can maybe just feel the...
Oh,
yeah.
God, that's a...
Yeah.
Yeah.
There was multiple fingers in there. I had to ram, essentially. And
Fisting. A 30th birthday fisting was happening at this
Yes.
point.
Now, my husband's like, is everything all right? And I'm like, yes and no. And I was so, like, chill. He's like, is there anything I can do? Nah, I don't think so. And I thought,
You've done
right,
enough, Des.
you started this. So I get Googling, just like, what's the best way to do this? If I went to hospital, how would they get it out, sort of thing. And like loads of things were like, you need to get this out.
Birthday, is
Well,
it?
this is it. They're like, you need to get this out, or this could end up like a bowel obstruction or something, and you need surgery to get it out. So I'm like, yeah,
what an
that's not
embarrassing
happening.
surgery.
That is not happening. And also, I am not turning up at A&E. Like, I've had this issue. What's your date of birth? 11/07/1990. Oh, that's today. Happy birthday. Having a bit of birthday fun, were you? I'm not doing that. I don't care how much of my fist I have to ram in here. That will not be happening. Okay? So I remained calm. It was uncomfortable, but really not as uncomfortable as you would have thought. And I thank the cocktails for that.
And the fact that you used to have thugs put up your butt at this point.
Well, I wouldn't say used to. It wasn't a regular occurrence.
Has it been we're about to
definitely
find
not.
out.
No. And so I managed to get it out. It was fine. It's been a very funny story.
Yeah.
At times, it's been brought up in
Alex and
group
I
chats.
don't really have much. I don't
have
feel
a lot of
embarrassed about things,
No,
really.
no.
It takes
I
a lot to embarrass
believe-
me.
Okay, and this is where it goes. So, cut to August 2023.
So this is like 3 years. 3 years
Three
on?
years later, right?
Yeah.
My sister-in-law messages me. Just thought I'd ask you about butt plugs. And just because you're the only person that I know that's had one and stuff. Obviously, she knows the story from years
Yeah.
ago. And I was like, just make sure you get something that's not bendy because it will just shrivel on up and suck itself inside you. If you didn't know, the arse is a vacuum. And so
It's a black hole.
I was like, probably get something that's like a little bit bigger because then it can't get lost, but not as big as the one that I got to replace that one. Because you've seen the comparison photo. I can't find it anywhere, but there's a comparison of this little silicone butt plug and this big fuck off glass number. Because I just ordered it thinking glass, that can't shrivel up and go up there.
Could break.
Fucking Jesus. It's a monster, right? So I was like, basically don't get that. And then I wanted to find the picture, and I was sure that you, for a joke, had set one of the group chats that we don't use anymore.
I had, yeah.
That. So I was scrolling through old WhatsApp chats, and I came across the WhatsApp chat that I have with my dead gran. So I was reading it, cute. I got distracted, obviously, and reading it like, oh yeah, happy birthday, yeah. Oh, can't wait to see you, gran. All this stuff. That's so sweet. And then, obviously, my mind shifted to doing something else. Went on the Love Honey website looking for a butt plug that I do now own but don't use a lot. That is very similar to the one that got stuck, but it's metal. So I think it's on the advent calendar that we both
The
got.
advent calendar.
Yeah. So I tried to find that.
They can do an advent calendar this year, do you think? It's never different, is it?
Yeah, that's the thing.
Boring.
So I found it, screenshotted it, sent it to Coral, said, this is the one that I have.
We're going to know what's happening.
You know what's going on, don't you? Sent it to my dead gran. So then I messaged Coral like, oh my God, you will not believe what's happened. Obviously, I went in there and deleted the message, and I was like, send it to my gran.
She's dead.
Thank God she's dead.
She's dead.
Thank God. Could you imagine? How are you explaining that to your gran? How are you explaining that? This is the one I've got. What is it? I can imagine my gran. What is it? What is it then? What'd you do with it? Nothing, gran. Absolutely nothing. It's absolutely fine. It's none of your business. Just stop it. Stop asking me, gran. So I'm sending pictures of butt plugs to dead old people and then thanking God for their death. How does this happen?
Oh my God.
So yeah. It was so funny. And Des was either having a shit or putting one of the kids to bed. And I was just sat there in our Airbnb on holiday like, go tell someone this. Go tell someone what I've just done. And I couldn't tell you because I was saving it. I told Coral about it, and what did she say? I don't even know why I sent these screenshots because I didn't need to. But there's a screenshot like, happy birthday, sweetheart. Hope you have a great day. Love you lots. Kiss, kiss, kiss. Thanks, Gran. Thank you for my card too. You are very welcome. Kiss, kiss, kiss. Screenshot of them butt plugs. Circled on it. I was on there for long enough to get the drawing tool and circle around like, this is the one I've got. And then, yeah, I
Oh my
sent it to Coral
God.
and was like, I was scrolling through looking, found my WhatsApp chat from my gran, read it because cute, because she's dead now. Got distracted, went to Love Honey to find the butt plug from the calendar, screenshotted and sent you a pic. Since you didn't receive the pic, I'm assuming you can guess where this is going. And Coral went, you sent it to your gran! And I went, thank God she is dead.
Oh my God, thank God she is dead.
Sometimes it's good when people are dead.
Yeah, but you do know that the dead can see everything you're doing.
Oh, she
So
was there at the butt plug
she was
incident. No,
there?
she wasn't dead
No.
then. She died the next year.
Okay, well, thank
God,
God
no,
for
but-
that. Thank God
my
she was
dad
still
does.
alive. Your dad's been there.
Dad's there.
Every time you've had sex, your dad's there.
Hope that's not true.
Cheering you
I
on.
really hope that's
Go
not
on,
true.
girl.
Do you know what's the worst thing, right? I mean, like, let's say that the dead can see everything.
Okay. This has gone very
Can
weird
they
all
be
of a
in
sudden.
more places than one? I think probably not.
No,
but
they can pick one place.
The thing with my dad is that he doesn't have any other children.
Yeah.
And no spouse. So it's me he's falling around, let's be honest.
Do you think he's here now? Thanks for dying.
Thank God you're dead.
Source of hilarity.
Would you have been bored? I need to know.
If the answer is yes, send us a sign. Oh! For those that can't see, a picture moved on the wall.
Jay didn't move.
I didn't move, it wasn't me.
God.
Fucking
My
hell.
poor dead dad.
Jesus Christ. Well.
Look both ways when you're crossing the motorway, folks.
Is he crossing the motorway? Why is he crossing the motorway? You're asking for
Darwin.
it.
Is that what it is? Darwin?
Yeah. Some people.
Yeah.
If you can't work out not to cross a motorway.
Pissed up, I think.
Yeah, I mean, you're asking for it.
Just do safe stuff.
Yeah, do safe stuff.
Most of the stuff you do, be safe.
Yeah.
You'll be all right.
Yeah, you take some risks, but not on a motorway.
I'm okay for risks that, risk death.
Ones that risk A&E visits because of butt plugs
Totally fine.
could be worth it.
I haven't risked it since.
Not
with that one.
I
Anyway.
cannot blame you.
Oh, just honestly, the lengths, and length is the word. It was so far up there, and I was just like, I'm gonna have to get this out. It's fine. I'm gonna get it out. And I was just like,
There's no other option.
I'm more freaked out by how calm I am.
Yeah.
But I think it's just like,
What other option
you know,
you
like
got?
the whole normal people in a crisis. ADHD people. I've been training my whole life for this.
Yeah, that's me.
I'm
waiting
I think
for
that's what it was.
Zombie apocalypse.
Okay,
I'm going to be
awful.
fucking awesome in that.
And what?
Yeah.
Zombies. Lock the door then.
Yeah, it's fine. Don't worry about it. Do you remember when we thought there was
Running out of food. Sorry, I'll go and get some in a bit.
You remember when we thought there was a bomb that had gone off in Northampton in here? We were like, it'll be fine. We'll just lock the door and we'll stand back a little bit.
It's fine.
It'll be
Totally fine.
Don't worry. So you and I have quite a few sex toys. Not to share between us. But because of Love
We
Honey.
only have one shared sex toy.
So we do have one shared sex toy that has never been used.
Never
I'd
been
like to
used,
just
and
put
it's
that.
for other work.
Yeah, it is for other work, but strong. If you are looking for a vibrator that comes with a battery,
It knocks your socks off.
and is fucking mental, you may not have a clitoris left afterwards.
And your budget's £1.
Your
Get yourself down pound
Your
land.
clit will be bruised, but
Maybe that's how you like it.
maybe that's how double the size from when
That's
you
what you're
first started. We bought a vibrator for our other work from Poundland. And fucking hell, just like a rabbit.
Without the price tag.
Without the price tag, £1. It's the way to go. But we do have quite a few sex toys. Where do you keep yours out the way of the children?
Mine are in a Lusignac sari bag inside a basket thing inside the wardrobe. It's got a few layers.
Mine are on top of the wardrobe in a box that just looks like a boring box.
Okay, my wardrobes are far too high for anyone.
Have you got any of the? We're going to sound like such dirty cunts, but did you ever get any of the restraints from
Yeah,
there?
I haven't used any.
Ours
of them
are
for ages.
under the bed, so
Yeah,
they're on the bed. And I can't remember if it was Rudy or Bowie came in, and they were like, "What's this?" I was like, it's a swing. I don't know why I said that.
Would have probably told my kids it was some of Daddy's exercise equipment. That would work. for
That
them.
would work. Yeah, no, I went with it's a swing, and they were
Okay,
like,
just
"Well, how
remembered
does that
something.
work?" Oh
Just
no.
remembered something. So I told you about the massive big glass butt
Yeah.
plug, which is really nothing but decoration because fuck.
How
hell,
big are we talking?
So big. So
That's like
so
professional level.
big. That
Do you
glass
think
is not far off.
Do you think you've got to train for that?
I think so because they do something in sets,
Yeah,
don't they?
yeah.
Like, you get used to it.
I don't want that.
I don't want that.
I don't want
I
that.
like my shit kept in my body.
Yeah.
You know.
I don't want to have to train my arsehole to get bigger than it already is. I've got piles, mate. I've had 3 children.
That's probably why
My arsehole
not
has folded
really.
out 3 times in my life. I don't need to increase it in any way whatsoever.
So, the big one, right?
Yeah.
Orla found it.
Oh, what did you tell her it was?
She left it. She stole it. She repeatedly stole it. What is that? Oh, it's just a statue. Yeah, it's just an ornament. It's in a little velvety bag.
Have they?
The amount of times we found it in our room. We were like, Orla, this is our darling. You can't be taking that. Also, handcuffs. They always end up in our room. I don't know. The thing is, they've got no concept of
No,
what this stuff is for.
that it's dirty.
But so Des took the butt plug and said to Orla that he was binning it. I don't think he did bin it. I think he just put it up somewhere high.
Nope.
Nope, not coming. And she started bawling her eyes out. And it's got like a flower at one end.
Of course it has. Got to be pretty.
Jesus Christ.
I gave Alix a Coca-Cola before this, and it's a terrible idea because she's a little burpy McGee.
So yeah, he took it, he binned it, she cried about it, and then to bribe her to stop crying about it, essentially,
You gave her another one.
He said you could have
your
flowers,
own.
Lego flowers for her room. So we got those ordered. And then it was around Mother's Day this year. We went for a meal with my mum and stuff. And Orla told them that she'd got new Lego flowers. And it was because Daddy had binned the pretty rose ornament that she had. Luckily, no one knew what she was talking about. But I was sitting there going, it's not an ornament. It's not an ornament. Also, there have been times where Orla, when she was much younger, would find like dildos. And
You sound like they're just all over your house. It's just everywhere.
It's just like up until a certain point, you kind of think you've got like freedom to leave your stuff about, and then you know better.
Yeah.
And we referred to it as a statue.
Penis
statue.
Penis statue.
Penis statue.
Very important.
And she would tell family members about
Penis statue.
Mum and Daddy have got a penis statue.
And they knew.
They knew.
They
Exactly what it
fucking knew what that was.
Also, the handcuffs.
Yeah.
So we went to the chippy, and there was a couple of police officers in there, and one of the ladies was really like chatting to the kids. They were going, "Oh, what's that? Oh, that's my body camera. What's that? Oh, that's my handcuffs. My daddy's got some of those. Yeah, but the fluffy ones." And the police officer looked over at me and went, "Oh, right, those are the fun ones." Yeah. Oh my God. Stop talking about my life to strangers. Oh, they just make your life so difficult, don't they?
Yeah, you can't do anything you want. You do have a habit of leaving sex toys around. Do you remember when we were doing, was it a taster session during?
Oh, and Des put make your own dildo
behind on the shelf, and so the whole way through a taster session, we're trying to convince people to come and do a course of us. Alice has got a wang sat basically on her right shoulder. I remember it really well.
Just Didn't something like that happen on like the BBC or something? There was like a massive big dildo on someone's bookshelf.
Oh, I can't remember.
I feel like the woman that was giving the interview was something to do with that anyway.
Right.
Like it was like a body positive thing or like
That's all right then.
something like that. But yeah, I feel like it was enormous.
Jesus Christ. My children aren't that investigative in my room, so we're all right. But that's because my two eldest children are very well behaved. But I have got River now.
Got a few cunts.
Yeah. My third isn't going to be like that, so definitely things are going to need locking away. I've got my old clit sucker in the bedside table because that's the one that gets used the most. That's going to need to be put away, isn't it?
Yeah.
I'm going to wonder what that is. What's that? What are they called?
Womanizer. That was the whole reason for buying the
Oh,
calendar,
yeah,
wasn't it?
because it's
It was a
cheaper.
really good price for that.
I love that thing.
Yeah,
It's
good.
so good.
I can't find the chargers.
That's what you're going to say, clit. When I try and use it, I can't quite get it right.
I can't find the chargers for that or the little purple thing, and they're both out of battery, so
Oh, that's upsetting.
it's been a long time. I think I know where the chargers are, but I'd have to move my bed and then the cot to get to the Calax box that I think they're in.
You don't want that.
And
That charge
because
for
I
that
don't
is
know.
very odd.
Yeah,
Little-
it's like two little dots that
prongs.
go on the little dots,
Yeah. But no,
I think they do that so that it doesn't have a charging port because they're waterproof.
waterproof.
I think they are. I think if they've got a
I'll
charger
let you
like
know.
that, they are waterproof. I'm sure it said that on the thing. I think. Because I'm sure that if it's got a charging port, it's not waterproof.
Right.
So it's like magnet charging.
Is it
instead.
waterproof or showerproof?
That was the creepiest face you've pulled. Showerproof.
You know what I mean?
Is it submersible or is it just? Can it just get wet?
Wet as an otter's pocket.
Yeah, probably sound like people that
Have a lot of sex.
interest in sex lives enough to be needing all this stuff.
I would rather be laying on my back.
I've got to say, my husband comes up across these things every so often and goes, "Should probably get rid of these. We never use them."
No point. Look, if we could have missionary sex every now and again, I'm knackered. I'm an exhausted mum. I've got 3 kids. And as we all know, that's too many. I am very tired all the time. So a bit of sex, P in the V, classic.
Classic combo.
Classic combo. That's all we can hope for.
None of this fancy stuff.
No.
None of this new age shit.
As long as there's some going on, I'm happy.
Oh yeah,
that's like must do. Not other way around. I'm not reciprocating that every time.
I
don't like a cock in the mouth.
As much as they enjoy it. No, I'm sorry. You're doing this all the time because you want to and you enjoy it.
It's different.
I think it's fine.
Yeah.
If I suck you off, it's fine. I can tolerate it.
I'm thinking the whole time about other things I've got to do, and it's hitting places that I'm.
When could we, when are we stopping this, but it's not me trying to get out of it?
Yeah. When is it okay?
When is a natural transition to, I'm going to do something else now. Let's fucking sack that off.
I just don't.
We're all thinking it.
I don't want to.
These fucking sluts that are into it.
Oh, they're not though, are they? Don't you see it in porn and they do it and then they let them come all over their face and they're like, oh,
I love that.
Like they're the little fucking mermaid getting like sea spray in their hair. Like, no, you were not enjoying that.
You've gone home and you've cried.
Let your face tell what it really thinks, and it's fucking broken dreams and promises.
Stop letting schoolboys think that we like this stuff.
Because we don't. I do not want semen in my hair. I do not want it on my face. I don't want it in my throat. Because the worst thing then is when I really hope my mum never listens to this. But she's been there. She's a slag as well, so let's not.
Your mum is slagging it about.
Yeah, she fucking loves it. Dirty bitch.
Good for her.
Good for her. Got her, 60 and living life. Anyway, you've only got to get a little bit of semen in your throat, and it's there for days. It's awful. It's phlegmy. I don't want it. Swallowing my dead children.
So I do find that I have more shower sex than I used to, just because of the safety net that the locking door brings.
Yeah.
Like, Silas is asleep upstairs for his nap. The other 2 are playing in their rooms or something. We're safe. We're not getting interrupted. And if we are, there's a door lock.
Yeah.
Come in the shower, though. It ain't going anywhere. It's getting trapped. It's getting stuck on anything it can cling to. Ugh. I understand why they say, like, I can live for the body in 7 days. Because without, like, a full-on, like, wiping and a showering and a let's get this off, it's not going anywhere. It's just, if they jizz in you, sorry to those of you who are maybe trying to get pregnant or even on like contraception and just allowing that to happen, it's just clinging on inside to the walls.
Oh, it's just
days,
it's not
dangling down.
My husband has
weird.
had a vasectomy, and so he's very much like, we can have sex without condoms now, and I'm like, I understand that feels better for you. It is a bit nicer for me, but I then have to have sperm in me, and then you sit down and it squelches out. And then for day, it doesn't matter if you go and you wipe yourself straight away, you're pulling your pants down, you've got spermy knickers. I don't want it.
It's almost better to wait a while for a shower. Yeah. Like if you have sex like that, and then you get in the shower and immediately shower off.
Yeah.
Like you'll get yourself dressed, and then it'll squelch into your nice clean pants.
And even if you get a finger and you're like trying to swipe up there and pull it out.
Yeah.
It's not coming out.
No, it's shot up there.
Yeah,
and
it's
then
up there.
Oozing slowly back down, dragging onto any surface it can.
Like a kid when you're trying to pull it off of something and it's holding on to it for dear life. Yeah, awful. I don't want to.
Holding onto a door frame as you go.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's essentially how sperm behaves.
I don't want it. I'd rather still have a condom. And he was like, what was the point of vasectomy then? I was like, double protection. I do not want any more children. 3 is too many. 4 is suicide.
Yeah.
Awful. Absolutely awful. When I went to the doctors yesterday, the nurse, do you know what she turned around and said to me? She wasn't the nurse. She was the same one who actually told me I should stop breastfeeding. That
Did she not apologise?
She did apologise to me, but I'm still not over it. And when every time she sees me, she's like, oh, hello, how are you? And when I went in, she was like, do you know what I like about you? You are so always upbeat and positive. And I was there sweating and looking fucking awful. And she went, you're not pregnant, are you? I was like, oh no, my husband's had a vasectomy. She was like, I hate to tell you, darling, but those things can reconnect. I was like, Do you know what? I'm aware of this, but it wasn't that long ago, and I barely have sex. So don't fucking worry about it, all right?
God.
Jesus
Imagine being
Christ.
one of those unlucky ones.
I mean, I've been one of them unlucky people once before. Bowie was born and
Yeah.
conceived whilst I was on the pill. It cannot happen to me twice. And if it does, if I have another baby, you'll all know it was a fucking accident.
Yeah. That's what I say to people all the time. They go, "Oh, do you think you'll have any more?" And I'm like,
Not on purpose.
I don't plan to, so if you see me up the duff, we've had an accident.
But if I have a fourth, that baby better be some fucking like
Genius.
genius.
Money-making bastard.
The second coming. Basically, it better change my life for the better. Anything else, gone.
I mean, I like to think any child would change your life for the better in some ways, but
No,
you know.
absolutely not a fourth. No, thank you.
No, I'm not looking for it either.
No,
I always said I'd have 3, and I think I'm too autistic to compute 4. I said 3! I said 3! 3 was what we decided on!
I haven't got the
I
room.
based my whole life around this.
Yeah, no more. I'm good. I'm really looking forward to
When they all move out?
just life.
Just getting on with life.
Getting on, doing something.
Not thinking about morning
Yeah.
sickness, aching hips, leaking tits.
Yeah, I mean, we're weird people. We like birth. We enjoyed giving birth. Like, it's something that I'm very good at giving birth. I just don't want to do it
Done
again.
it enough times
I've
now.
done it 3 times.
3
is enough.
times is-
I'm one of those people as well that once I've done something once, I'm pretty much like, I've done that now.
Yeah.
Cool. But whenever me and you've done anything, we're really excited. We put months of work into
Love
it.
doing
Oh my
this.
God, we get
Do
it.
it the second time, and we're like,
didn't like
I
that.
never want to do this
No.
again. This is shit.
Yeah.
We didn't need to do this a second time.
Because once is fine. Once is enough. I ended up with 3 children. I don't know how the fuck that's happened when once is enough usually does for me.
I think it's like the slight changes every time, though, don't you think?
Yeah.
And now
I'm
I
too
feel
old
like
for it now.
third time round was like peak. That was everything I wanted, so why would I do it again?
Mine wasn't the second time was everything I wanted.
You
So I
really
don't know why I did
make
it
a
again. Third was very difficult, but I always wanted 3. And I think I've decided that, so that's what was happening.
Yeah.
I've done that now. So I don't need to do it again.
I very nearly thought 2 will do me, actually. I mean, I love Silas. He's fantastic.
Yeah, I love Riv, but
It's
imagine what our lives would look
it
like
is
now.
really good that Silas is my best child. So far.
My favourite.
Yeah, because you just on your lunch break, are you?
Show your face.
Some of us are working. Oh no, no! It makes me stop doing that. Anytime anyone makes noise, they're just knocking away on the window like some fucking slack. Stop it! I feel ill. I feel like my body is just shriveled up. I was like, oh god. Oh my god, what were we talking about?
Children.
Yes, so Silas does have like menace tendencies that are coming out, which make me think that he might be a total cunt.
Yeah.
But as a baby, he's been so lovely, and I do feel like that's ideal because I was so close to just being like, wow, you know,
Life
Zeke
is
was...
easy.
When did I get pregnant with Silas? Oh, it would have been around Christmas time. So Zeke was 4 and a bit. Him and Orla would just go off out with Des, go to nannies for sleepovers, get themselves a drink, take themselves to the toilet, all of that good stuff. And then I opted to bring another fucking leech into my life who needs they need everything doing for
they
him.
do.
Everything. He can get himself a water.
Fucking idiot. It's a fucking idiot.
He tries to get himself a snack. He just goes in the cupboard and puts a full clove of garlic in his mouth.
Dickhead. What a twat.
Like, stop eating uncooked pasta.
I know.
Come here.
It's just
I'll
weird.
give you another breadstick.
3 is too many. And I love the third, but our lives would be so
If you want to have
good
like
right
a manageable hold on your
Yeah,
life, then
yeah,
3
2.
kids is far too
now.
many.
Yeah, 2 is great. If you want to have that and run several
One in each
businesses.
hand, or you know, if you're in a partnership of sorts,
Yeah.
you know, some sort of co-parenting
Yeah.
couple or whatever, then you know the fact you can have one each.
Yeah.
That's perfect.
If you run a business.
Well designed. Yeah.
And the 2 main people that run it are both parents. Don't add 2 more children into the mix. It won't make things easier.
No.
And you'll think, oh, well, you can use it for content. Do you know what? You won't. You'll forget.
I know. And do you know what? We could use it for content because we work in that sphere.
Yeah.
I bet some people's businesses are fucking ruined by having more babies.
Yeah, I mean, it has been hard. But anyway, that's a bizarre episode.
Butt plugs and babies.
Butt plugs and
Great combo.
babies. Yeah. Not together at the same time.
Clingy
That
little
is
Siemens.
wrong.
Little seamen.
On that note, bye.
Bye, mate.